See this CoryxKenshin shit. I didn't even watch it, but I heard about it on Twitter. The Whammons, yeah. Oh, his video is kind of lengthy too. Is this YouTube racism and favoritism? Damn, I stand with Cory. You stand or you stand Cory? W take. Oh, that's the best take. All right, let's see. I don't know if YouTube is racist or favoritism. It'd be interesting to see.
I'm going to try my best to articulate this video as thoroughly, as plainly, as eloquently as possible. I don't want there to be any lost
Support
context.
Cory. I know Cory is like an OG YouTuber, super clean content, you know, fucking 15 million subs, obviously accomplished. Yeah, I know he's like well respected, so
I don't want to just look like I'm coming out of nowhere having a temper tantrum because these things are happening. The allegations I am levying towards YouTube are extremely serious, and I'm taking this video extremely seriously. YouTube, you guys either play favorites, you are racist, or it's a mix of the two.
I definitely think it's favorites. I won't say racism right away unless he gives me some good like evidence. I mean, I'm definitely down at my mind changed, but favoritism, yeah. Like I think like YouTube will straight up just not like certain creators or whatever. Now the one thing I will say is racist about YouTube was this, but like they did YouTube. What is it? Oh, let me pull it up for you guys. So YouTube has this thing where if you're a YouTuber and you're black, then I guess that's the only requirement is being a black YouTuber. They'll give you money to fund making videos. Which is that strange? Like, am I strange for thinking that that's weird? Like why just black people? And like, I mean, like that's good obviously, but like I don't understand, like why couldn't you just do that for everyone and have, you know, Asian people accept like get it, Latina people or whatever. Like I'm confused. Like are you saying black people need it more than any other race?
These are the three options, YouTube.
But yeah,
which
he
one
talks
is
about it. Oh.
Here's my proof. I've been doing YouTube a long time, okay? I never want to be that guy, oh, it's because I'm black. Oh, these issues are happening because I'm black. There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said, it could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted.
YouTube Bro, all my videos get age restricted, just by the way, which sucks. I think it's because I cuss so much on them. It's like cunt, fuck, bitch, pussy, like all those words.
Why? I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the...
Was it the language he used in it? Like, is he... When he posted the video we are watching, immediately got flagged for ad suitability? It's because your potty words for sure. Yeah. It depends on his playthrough. I mean, I guess we'll find out. Like, I'm pausing it and I'm speculating, obviously, just for the entertainment, because I'm gonna make this into a YouTube video as well. But like it really depends on what happened in the gameplay versus the other gameplay. And if it's completely clean and just like all the other gameplays, then that's fucked. Like that's 100% sketch.
Restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Cory, your video is restricted.
I don't even try to appeal them.
Good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision. I said, okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I send him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got...
He never cusses?
My YouTube rep who...
Wait, this guy never cusses in his videos? Oh, shit.
Isn't on the policy team. He looked at my video and he said, okay? It could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression, and I'm just gonna leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that...
Just a side note, is Markiplier white? I don't even know what he is. I don't know much about Markiplier personally. Guys, unplug my headset. I think you guys still hear me.
The things in the games that you play, all that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work.
I think one of the biggest things, and I'm not like shitting on him, I'm not saying he doesn't have a point, or like, I'm just I would say like a point towards like YouTubers in general. Like, they give these companies, especially YouTube, way too much credit. Like these like policy teams and the communication and everything is not as good as what they think it is. I would say like 99% like the problems that like pop up that a person has to handle, like a problem that's not dealt with by a robot, because I'm sure a majority of YouTube's problems are dealt with by like robots or algorithms or whatever, but the ones that have to be manually reviewed or whatever probably don't go to a review board. It's probably up to the discretion of that person at that very moment. They make the choice, and then they make a file, leave it, whatever, do their job, and that's it. Like, he doesn't go before a board. So it's very possible the person that reviews his videos, or his agent for YouTube or representative, I mean, is just not good, and not a good guy.
Let me send this to them and see what they say.
Road.
What do you think happened after that? I'll give you a second. They came back and they removed my age restriction.
Holy shit.
They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing.
What I'm guessing from what I've heard so far is that the person who, if Markiplier's did happen to get age restricted, so from what I understand, most of the time your age restriction on the initial video comes from a robot, the algorithm. It can come from a person, maybe for a bigger YouTuber. But I would possibly think that the reason why is just the reviewer is, you know what I mean? Like the guy reviewed his video. It's like, nah, I think this should stay on it. I don't think the end is appropriate. And then Corey was like, yo, but Markiplier did it. And he's like, oh, well, we can't be hypocritical here. And so they age restricted it. Like I said, I don't think it's a good system. I don't think it's like every single video they're like, all right, Corey's mortuary video, let's put it before the policy team and see what they think. All right, Markiplier's mortuary video, let's put it before the policy team and see what they think. Like the board of policy advisors, like it's probably just one person, sitting at a computer in a cubicle who's like looking through all these videos all day. Like, is this okay? Yeah, it's fine. Check, goes through. Another one, check, goes through. Oh, I don't like this one. No. Oh, it gets appealed again. Goes through. It's not, you know what I mean? Like it's like, I think they're getting way too much credit. Like the dude could be, the personal dude could be racist. It's possible, but I don't think it's very likely. Sure, it's a very shoddy system.
And they removed it. Now my YouTube...
what could have happened was the guy who's reviewing his mortuary video was a piece of shit, and when they saw that the Markiplier video didn't get restricted, the policy team was like, yo, that's unfair. You probably shouldn't do that as a YouTube reviewer. And he could have gotten in trouble or called out for like not doing his job properly or correctly, and that's definitely bad. Yeah.
YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh great, this is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy.
I agree. Like if you've done all that by yourself, Cloud, and you got 15 million subs, like I can't even imagine like the amount of effort and time.
Email detailing my.
Is he gonna read it or should I read it? This is actually pretty damning for them, and I'm inclined to believe racism or favoritism plays a part in this. So correct me if I'm wrong about the situation. YouTube just reversed the decision they doubled down on yesterday after being represented by the Markiplier clip. I'm actually more surprised they reversed it rather than triple down and just age restrict him too. That doesn't really make too much sense. This actually speaks volumes more. All the momentum of the first video has been voided for nothing now. I mean, that's just like unlucky in the algorithm. Before I drop an exposed video tomorrow, damn, with the evidence that's been presented to me, I'm hoping for some clarity that might make sense in a way to dissuade me from getting to stir the pot further. Can you inquire why they changed their mind? Well, what do you mean? Because they wanted they realized they made a mistake with the policy because they weren't restricting Markipliers and they wanted to be uniform, and so they unrestricted it like all the other ones. I think that makes pretty simple sense. I felt treatment towards me from YouTube, especially when I was been #1 trending multiple days in a row on multiple occasions, has been negative, that my content is scrutinized heavier than a counterpart like Markiplier. That could make sense. This case proves exactly that, actually. Why wasn't his video monitored the moment he released it to check if it violated self-harm guidelines? I have a suspicion that my content gets targeted, suppressed, and YouTube will make any attempt to kill the channel. In this case, more than anything that has happened so far proves that. While I hope race would have nothing to do with it, how can it be proven 100% it does not? I mean, the last statement kind of fucking kills his point. Like, how can it be proven 100% it does not? It's like asking me, like, yo, son, are you racist? And I'm like, no. And they're like, can you prove on 100% you're not racist? I'm like, what? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, it's kind of funny. I like the last part. It's cute. But no, like this point, he does have one really good point right there. I agree with that. Especially when I've been #1 trending multiple days in a row on multiple occasions, has been negative, and my content is scrutinized heavier. So if it's trending, then it should have been reviewed already. And there, yeah. So that's a good point.
My feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play, there was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, #1, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted in the?
You'll never find out. Yeah, that would solve everything if they would tell him or tell us or just put out saying, was it automated or human reviewed? Like that would solve everything. Like the initial one. And clear this all up, but they'll never tell us. And even if it was, like, they have no reason to tell us the truth. It's like we could prove it if they lied.
First place. #2, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Like
I said, if it's one human reviewer, yeah, that one human reviewer might be racist. And even if he is 100% a racist dude, does that make the entirety of YouTube a billion-dollar company owned by Google, which is another multi-billion, billion on billion, probably getting close to trillion-dollar company? Like, are they racist as a whole because of one manual YouTube reviewer? It's a tough argument.
#3, why did it take Markiplier's clip in order for them to reverse the decision? My YouTube rep gets back with me. He wants to hop on a call. We get on the phone for about 10-15 minutes, and I tell him, I've been feeling like this for a long time. I've been feeling like every single time that I come back to YouTube, I'm #1 trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was #1 trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when
to be fair, Mans is mad studious. To be fair, this is I hear this happens all the time. Like, especially old videos getting restricted out of nowhere. I literally follow X amount of YouTubers on Twitter, Instagram, white and black and all colors, and they talk about old videos getting restricted, getting claimed, getting their channel, you know, doxxed or hurt, or getting a strike on it from a video from years and years and years before. Like, this is very common, and I think they've talked, like, people have talked about this for years, like literal fucking years. Like, this has even happened to me. Like, I remember I had a video before I changed my main channel to this just commentary. I had a video of me watching something. It was a video Diesel made, reacted to something, and it had been up for like 6 or 8 months, and I randomly got claimed on it. Randomly. I'm not Mercy.
Not uploading. I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers, they're climbing, they're exploding, I'm #1 trending, and then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, like, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting... I
think his argument would be way easier and, like, be way more solid if, like, he was, like, the guy who manually reviewed my YouTube video and doubled down on it twice, and it literally took me showing a white creator was doing the same thing to get him to age restricted was racist. That's what the video should be, and everything else is like more like, isn't this strange? Isn't this strange? Isn't this weird? Wait, what video was it? This was the video that got restricted. It wasn't even like a high quality one. We edited it. I was just watching something that was claimed. It was like an episode of something. Oh, it was the game show. What's it called? It was like the game show where the dudes have to go out and like pick up chicks. I forgot what it's called. And like there's like the 3 douchebag game show hosts.
Too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's get back to the current situation. So my YouTube rep assures me he's going to continue this dialogue with the policy team and try to get some answers to those 3 questions that
Love Island. It wasn't Love Island.
Another 2 days go by, and what do you know?
It was a really old one.
They re-age restricted the video.
Damn. Okay, that's weird.
They re-age restricted the video. I say, no way did they do that. I go to Markiplier's video now, and now his video is age restricted. They got caught with their pants down. They got called out, and then they had to go back and say, oh, whoa, okay, we see the narrative that he's kind of pushing here. We need to take some steps back. We need to just age restrict them both and be done with it.
See, Mercy.
You thought that I wasn't gonna like talk about this, make a video about it. You realize how bad this looks for you, YouTube.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad. Unless they can come in and say it was a bot, like 100% a robot that did it the 3rd time. Like, I don't understand. This is really bad communication. This does seem like favoritism, and if it's the same person who rejected it the other 2 times, like, so here's what I would guess. I would guess that if it gets appealed, I mean, because listen, like, if it gets appealed, like, the same guy doesn't work every single fucking day. It might go across someone else's desk, or it's sent to another file, and someone else sees it. Now, they could say, like, oh, we're having published CoryxKenshin video, blah, 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 and it gets sent to a new person, and, you know, and YouTube's TOS, self-harm, in any depictions or whatever is not, it's getting age restricted. That's just how it is. And so if that's their policy, and they're not communicating like, hey, look, listen, Corey's video, blah, blah, doesn't need to be age restricted, and a new person gets a hold of it, and they don't know any of the story before this, they don't know any of the rest of the story, they're just getting this on their desk again, and they age restrict it because, you know, technically it is against TOS, then, like, technically this video is against TOS, but if they're not restricting Markiplier or anyone else, then that's fucked.
Fair this comes across. I, in all my years, have never seen a video get age restricted, de-age restricted, and then age restricted again. Have any of you ever seen that happen before?
Hey, they would have 20 bits, man.
That there was some unfair stuff going on. So then they tried to appease me by de-age restricting the video. I say, wait, why are you doing that? Because I sent Markiplier's clip, and then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why is my channel so much more heavily...
Wait, so they went and age restricted Markiplier's too? Dude, Drafts popped the fuck off tonight, chat. Literally so fucking generous, thank you. Wait, so they restricted Markiplier's now too?
Scrutinized than my peers. My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people organized. Restrict them both. As I sent Markiplier's clip, and then they say, oh, okay, well, let's just age restrict them both. Why?
So now Markiplier's videos age restricted too. So it seems that the policy team was going back and forth, and they think that suicide in the mortuary assistant, that scene is age restricted. And they agreed on it and age restricted your video and Markiplier's. So it seems like they were going back and forth. They couldn't decide on whether they should age restrict it or not. Because they do that a lot with video games. That's very common for them to like go back and forth on whether to age restrict a video game. Because like in some video games, you're doing some pretty fucked up shit. Like playing GTA, you're murdering strippers, you're murdering cops, and all this stuff. Your mind's the teacher about the homework. So like now, like I'm like, dude, this is such a twisty story. It's like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this might be blown out of proportion a little bit, like a lot. But his story isn't impossible. I'll say that. It's just not very probable.
Why is my channel so much more heavily scrutinized than my...
I will agree he got fucked over in this situation by YouTube. He got fucked over by YouTube. I 100% agree with that.
My peers, and when I say peers, I mean people around my level,
on that video.
Just to keep it simple, why is my channel so much more thoroughly scrutinized? Especially so when I've been #1 trending multiple days.
I'll say this, I don't think you're like, I'm not even like trying to like shit on him, but like he's being so extra. Because like I can show you my channel, and I have on my second channel here, I'll just pull it up for you 1 second. Content. As you guys can see, I'll show this to you guys real quick. As you guys can see, claim age restricted, claimed, age restricted, claimed, copyright claim, age restricted, claim. Like, dude, this isn't uncommon. Partially blocked, restricted, claimed, restricted, blocked, straight up fucking taken down because I was making fun of people. Yeah, it's so common. Like getting like YouTube fucking your video, like fucking your video in the ass isn't super uncommon. Is what the point I'm trying to make. Like they're gonna claim it's gonna get age restricted. And for example, that video that got age restricted you guys saw, that is like a part in a series of me making fun of TikTokers. You guys know I've made fun of those TikTokers in the same way a million different fucking times. And why is only one of the, and you know a million other people do it as well, like Cody Co, Rice Gum. It's like literally a fucking trend to make fun of TikTokers and react to their videos and call them cringe and make fun of them. And I've had like 5 videos posted, but only one of them was age restricted. Why? I don't know. It's just random. Like part of the reasons they're so strict is because they don't want to pay people for the content they create. That, and also like obviously the apocalypse happened where they lost like all their sponsors, and also they're a business. And in a business like for example, if I worked at if I worked at Lowe's Hardware, and I have before, and they give me a uniform that is jeans and a black polo shirt, and instead of wearing the black polo shirt, I wear a shirt with a girl with some giant boobs on it. And I'm wearing, you know, hoochie shorts that show my dick and my ass, and I'm walking around Lowe's. Like, that's not good for their company. What? And I'm like, yo, this is me. Like, don't body shame me. Don't slut shame me. Don't kink shame me. They're like, well, that's bad for our business. I'm like, well, I'm not technically hurting or doing anything wrong. Maybe the dick showing and the ass is too much, but like, I'm just not wearing what they think is appropriate and what helps their business the most. So they have every right to send me home. And the same thing with the videos. If they don't think your video is going to be good for them, they're going to age restrict it, etc. I don't think, and I don't think that like age restricting doesn't do anything for YouTube. if that makes sense. Like, it doesn't make them any more money, or anything like that. Like, the only time they make money is if there are ads on a video, if that makes sense, because they take a portion of the ads. So the thing is, if they can't monetize the video, that video is being hosted by YouTube and stored on their database for free. Like, you don't pay for it, and they make no money off of it being up, no matter how many views it has, how many times people click on it. So, like, age restricting and demonetizing and all this shit, it blows, and it sucks that YouTube does that, and they have to do it to have like an overall business model to run the company. It isn't good short term. Like, it isn't good, like, to, like, for them to not make any money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense.
In a row, which I've done.
Interesting take. Sound like you deserve a raise and a spot on the marketing board to me. You think they would hire me?
Multiple times. And every single time I start
Probably
to get
not.
an uptick in traction, an uptick in activity, here comes YouTube
True.
coming through. Hey, let's get him for that video from 2019. Yeah, you see this, Corey? No, this is bad. It wasn't bad the 9 months that I was off the platform. It was only bad when I got back and I was #1 trending. This situation was only bad because I've been #1 trending since I got back. Every other YouTuber has uploaded the mortuary assistant. And now they're about to start putting in some age restrictions because I called them out on some unfair behavior. Now I realize.
I think what happened was that somehow in this circumstance, I don't know about the others, the algorithm got a hold of his mortuary assistant gameplay and saw, or maybe even a person saw the suicidal themes in the gameplay, and it age restricted his. He's like, well, everyone else was doing it, and so then they went, and now they're age restricting everyone's. If that makes sense. Yeah, he just got back recently, and when he posted it, it got flagged. Now, the old 2019 video getting flagged as soon as he got back, now that is legit suspicious. Now, his gameplay getting the mortuary assistant getting flagged isn't like like I said, I'm not surprised by that. Like, that sounds like pretty normal YouTube to me, and like I hear like not a lot of people complain. Like, I hear plenty of people complain about like these things. Like, the only thing I've heard that's unique to him is him getting, like, as soon as he comes back, like the day of he comes back, he gets a restriction. Like, that's a little odd. It's like a really, really rare coincidence that happened. But like I said, he could be saying that. It could have been like 2 weeks after he came back, for example, and like he was getting his rhythm again, or the day of is two different things though too.
Realize that when you call someone a racist, that's a very, very serious accusation. And for that matter, how do you expressly prove that someone is a racist? I mean, unless they're spamming the N-word in the chat. How do you really know? And admittedly, I cannot 100% prove that race had everything to do with this. But I can tell you the people on that policy team,
they call them
those
out.
shadow people that are anonymous and get to enact their will however they see fit.
Now, I'll say this. There are definitely, like, with as many employees as YouTube has, and like I said, there are people every day that you know in your real life that are racist that you'll probably never know are racist, because like most people who are racist, like they don't like I said, they don't say the N-word. They don't like, it's like it's hard to tell. It really is. Like it's fucking sick and saddening too. Now, are there some racist employees at YouTube? 100%. There are racist employees at every company. I'm sure if YouTube knew who they were, they would fire them, because like no one wants a racist working for them. Like, it just terrible for your company, not worth it in any way. And could those racists potentially been the ones who enacted these unfair claims and restrictions on Cory? Yeah, definitely possible.
How can we be sure that they take a black person's video and a white person's video, and it can be the same exact video?
But that's the thing that he's missing. Like I understand, like he's got like a solid thought process, but he's like black person, white person, and who is equal when they review the video. And it's like, yeah, I get what you're saying, man, but like here's what you're missing. All right, there's the two things. Now the center part, that's different. That's different for each time, each video. So it's you can't, like, it's a different person, a different robot, a different video, a different context. you know, whatever it is. Like, you could be a black person and not even upload videos of your face or your voice. You could upload videos of you driving your car really fast down the road, or you building a Lego set, or you doing XYZ. So it's like, yeah, the argument for YouTubers like you, which are probably pretty rare. There are not many 15 million sub YouTubers who do all this stuff on their own, like Cloud said. Like, yeah, maybe. But, like, I don't know. Like, I get the argument, but it's like, it's not very likely.
And they restrict the black person's video, but not the white person's video. I feel I've been mistreated for a long time.
Now, I'll agree he got mistreated. YouTube did mistreat him in this situation by jerking him around, fucking his videos, messing with his money, messing with his content, messing with his, like, everything. Now, that's fucked.
I mean, even when we hit 10 million subscribers and I was supposed to get my diamond play button and there was no correspondence.
I've heard things with the diamond play button too. I know there are plenty of YouTubers. Bro, there's a YouTuber right now, a white dude with 10 million subs who doesn't have his diamond play button. Dude, Dream never got his ruby play button. Which is the red one you get for not the red one. The one you get for 20 mil subs. What's the one you get for 20 mil subs? I can't fucking remember. Like and he complained about it. Like, the fucking buttons never come in when they're supposed to.
Situations always coincide with an uptick of growth, and it always just comes off like we can't let this black guy.
So he's saying that things happen when he starts to grow, when he starts to pop off, which makes sense. I feel like it's like that for everyone.
I get too high up. I mean, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm telling you, that's how it comes off.
Too high up, as in?
I don't see any other YouTuber
like what?
That gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out.
I think you're definitely wrong. What do you mean you don't see high-end YouTubers getting age restricted and copyrighted? Oh, wait. Did I hear that correctly?
That gets #1 trending many times, and then all of a sudden they're getting age restricted and they're...
So a YouTuber that's trending a lot and getting age restricted and copyright claimed. Yeah, that sounds about right. So if you're #1 on trending, that means you're a popular YouTuber who posts content often. The more content you post and the more active you are, you know, the more likely you're going to get age restricted, and the more likely you're going to get copyrighted because it's just the amount of videos. And then also, if you're a popular YouTuber, you're most likely making content that is edgy, different, new, unheard of, got themes, clickbait in it, that is, you know, pushing the boundaries because that's what gets views and could possibly be, you know, and that's possibly another reason why. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't make sense for someone to say YouTube doesn't want to see black people do well. There are plenty of things and places and people who don't want to see black people do well. I agree with that, but YouTube, I don't know. But when his videos be under review more and he be put back in the algorithm when his is more active and people are interacting with his channel, nah, he is right about that. I've heard that from everyone too. That if your video gets even age restricted, the first 6 hours of your video is the most important. Like, it doesn't matter even if they put them back in the algorithm. Like, the first 6 to 8 hours, like, if you're not getting likes and favorites, so if it gets age restricted, no one under 18 is liking and commenting and all that shit on it. And, you know, majority of YouTube, especially gameplay, and he's a gameplay YouTuber, I think, is going to be kids, no matter who you are. Most of them are going to be young people. And so, like, if you get a video that doesn't perform as well as it should in the first 6 to 8 hours, you're definitely not going to get as much reach as you could have. And I felt that. Everyone feels that, and that happens a lot. Dude, that happens to you on TikTok of all places too. Like, I'll have videos that get like banned and appealed on TikTok, and they finally get unbanned and unappealed, and they'll get like 6 views. Like they'll get less views than like just like a mini. Like, I'll have like dude, I've had videos on my Really Sad Day account when that account was popping, my TikTok account, and the videos would get banned or restricted, and then they get banned or restricted for no reason, and I would appeal them, and they get unappealed like 6 or 7 hours later, and the video would go up, and I have 200,000 followers, and I'd get 80 views on it over the next 24 hours, and it's like, what in the fuck? Like getting your getting your video fucked in the first couple hours, like it's gonna blow.
Are getting copyright strikes and all of that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Point them out. I want to see them.
I don't know why he thinks copyright strikes are such a big deal. Like, I'm so confused. Like, copyright strikes are the most common thing. Like, I literally, bro, every single one of my videos, like 98% of my videos have copyright strikes on them. I think here's another thing that people need to realize. Like, I feel like a lot of older YouTubers who've been, not like old as an age, like, have been on YouTube for a long time, and who use this as their career, like, they're like, I get it. Like, when things affect my money, how much money I make, I get really touchy and emotional too. But like all these problems is because like everything he's like stating is the only thing that's happening is he's making less money, and I guess it's unfair that he makes less money. But he's making, if he gets copyrighted, it's because he didn't use his own content. And it's like, if you want to make copyrighted content, you got to make it for the love of it. Like, dude, I make my content because I fucking love to do it. I like to make content. None of it's monetized. It'll never get monetized because I use copyrighted content. I use copyrighted music. I use other people's clips, other people's like bro, like you can't like copyrighted content. That's so much different. I don't know why he's bitching about that. They probably like totally stop promoting it if it gets a strike. Yeah, like TikTok's a little different. I think YouTube, it'll still get views and do relatively decent. At least your own subscribers will see it. Like the people are already subbed and like look at their shit, like their subs. But like TikTok's way different. Like if it fucking gets a strike on it, gets unappealed, that shit's buried, bro. It's never gonna see the light of day.
I'll retract this entire video. I'll make a public apology to YouTube. I have no problem. My dad taught me, if you make a mistake, be a man and address it and apologize. I will do that, no problem.
Respect.
But to me, you know what it comes off? It comes off whenever CoryxKenshin starts doing some crazy numbers or getting on trending.
Wait, what?
We gotta find something.
Wait, how many views does he have per month? CoryxKenshin. Oh, I spelled his name wrong. Let's check his social blade. So, am I blind? Yeah, like, okay, yeah. So he's averaging around 200,000 views per month. All right. So by the way, don't feel too bad for him because he's making a projected 500K, 500K per month. Oh, not the mortuary video, guys. YouTube hates me, but they're also paying me fucking $5.7 million per year. But I think they hate me. Okay, dude, it's kind of funny every time you look at these YouTubers, like, bro, come on, get out of here. 400K subs. I don't know if I could complain about one of my YouTube videos not doing as well and not making as much money when I have 5.7 million a fucking year, dude. But anyways, yeah. I mean, he's a really good fucking YouTuber. Like, he's got great views, great everything. But like, he's nowhere near the top. I don't think he's on YouTube's radar like he thinks he is. Like, he's like how he just said, CoryxKenshin's popping off. We gotta do something about it. Like, I don't think YouTube does that. And like I said, bro, if you're popping off, you're making YouTube money, and YouTube makes money off of you. YouTube takes more out of your revenue split. The vid has 6.4 views and 574K likes. This one does right here. I haven't even looked.
We got to get him for something. He's got to have done something.
Like, he's a huge YouTuber. Don't get me wrong, but like, you realize there are YouTubers who get his monthly views in like 2 days. I'm not even shitting on him. He's still an amazing video. No, the morgue vid. Oh, so that's why he's so upset. So how long of a video was it? I think he's upset about the money he's not gonna make off of it. Maybe, potentially. That is a lot. 6.4 million with 574k likes. An hour? Oh yeah, dude. That would be littered with ads. And 574k likes is really rare, even for that amount, because an hour video with over 500,000 likes. That means, like, most of the time when people like a video, they watch most of it, and you get paid for the more they watched of it. Oh my god, that video you could have made a ton off of. But here's another thing: why wouldn't you just play it again and leave that section out? This one has 6.1 million likes almost. God damn.
I mean, I bleep out cuss words in video games. Like, I literally.
Because you want the money. Money. I want money.
This is the
I'm sorry, chat. I'm poor. All right. I hate on rich people.
YouTuber that you want to have smoke with and have problems with. I believe there is some racism involved within the policy team, and YouTube in general really doesn't care about black people like that. They got their favorite creators, you know. I
wouldn't say that the YouTube creator team doesn't care about black people. I think that's a lie.
YouTube, log out and go to YouTube. You'll see the people on the front page every single day. You'll see
Bruce Lee's daughter. I don't even know who Bruce Lee's daughter is, but that's pretty dope. I really do like Bruce Lee. He was always dope to me.
Count how many are black, count how many are of people of color. So then what does YouTube try and do? They try and peddle YouTube black. They try and...
Yeah, I thought YouTube black was weird.
Do you know how condescending and patronizing that is? Oh yeah, let's give a spotlight to these black creators because we're all about diversity. All this communicates is black people aren't good enough on their own skill, on their own merits, on their own talent. So we got to give them a spotlight. We got to come down and raise them up so they can get some spotlight action. Well, how about
that's what I was thinking too.
YouTube black, all that fake patronage, all that fake pandering that you guys do. And when you have a black creator coming to you repeatedly saying, why am I being treated differently than other creators? And then you come back and, oh, we gotta age restricted. And then, oh no, he's on to us. Okay, we gotta age restrict them both. Fake! It's fake. That's what it is. I am deeply sorry that this came off as a rant. You know, in the beginning, I wanted to keep my emotions out of it. I wanted to stay logical, stay on.
I respect this video, don't get me wrong. I respect him too. I definitely think he got way too, like, he let his motion get to it, because I do think he has 2 really fucking solid points. And he got wronged, of course. He has 2 really good solid points, and I think that all the other extra stuff he added in just clouded his point and made it look like he was like, you know what I mean? Like, does that make sense what I'm saying?
Things that I could prove. I gave you the facts, but it also turned into
good night, Ben.
Me venting the emotions that I've had built up around YouTube. Ironic that I have to upload this on YouTube, but where else am I gonna upload it? You know, I worked hard. I built this community from the ground. It's taking me over a decade.
I mean, dude, listen, I would do the same thing. You guys know how emotional and like outrageous, or not outrageous. I'm not saying he's outrageous, but I do get outrageous when like my stream starts fucking up, or I start lagging, or something's not working. Like this shit means a lot to people. Like their YouTube channels, their Twitch, their accounts, everything. It means a lot to people, so it's normal to get emotional. I just think like this video could have been like 5 minutes long, and he brought up the fact that as soon as he came back and started posting, if it's true and he has proof of it, I mean, because you'd have to prove it. Like, he couldn't just say it. I mean, he could say it, and then people would ask to prove it, but he could prove that they restricted him as soon as he came back, or they community guideline striked, like he says, as soon as he came back. If he could prove that, and then also brought up the YouTube Black, the creator, YouTube Black Voices thing, and then also the fact that they not the fact that like he's misrepresenting it. It's shitty what they did, but like they didn't like go and like, oh, we hate Cory, we're gonna age restrict his mortuary video, and he's like, what about Markiplier's video? And they're like, oh well, we actually don't want to seem racist, so let's unage restrict it. They're like, nah, fuck that, we are racist, let's restrict it. Nah, that's not the reasons why they did it. The reasons why they did it are like what I said. It was like different people, not enough communication, different people reviewing it, and it's that, you know, I don't know. And that's shitty, that's fucked. They need to be you know, in sync, more coherent, communicating with each other, the YouTube policy teams and stuff. But
and I would have just hoped that the playing field was fair, and that, hey, if I did something bad, then everybody else who also did that thing should get punished too. Is that unreasonable? I have no problem.
I also just want to mention, like, I don't know what you guys think about it. So he uploads a video of him playing a video game to the internet. Not to the internet, not just the internet, to YouTube. So a private company. And that private company is like, yo, you're not gonna make, your video is not gonna get as many views because there's suicide in it. And he's like, you're racist. What about this guy? He's using suicide too for views. It's like, that's kind of strange. Say YouTube, what's up? Jacksepticeye stood by Cory. All of his fan stuff are standing by as well. Like I said, dude, I think, no, I agree. I think people should be upset. There are all fair criticisms, but like, it's just like the basis of the criticisms, if that makes sense. Like I think that YouTube should fucking do away with all this bullshit, like the age restriction, community guideline, like not do away with it, but like create like a fair, coherent, even, fair system across the board that everyone adheres to, because like obviously this shit isn't working.
Problem being punished. I have no problem if I break a rule that I get punished.
You want to be punished?
I learn. But when you start, like, when it's targeted, when you're doing things only because I'm like getting bigger, or I don't know how it
like, I don't think it, I think it's fucked, and I think he's a victim of YouTube just being a shitty employer, I guess you could say, because he chooses to work for YouTube and be a YouTuber. I think it's more just a shitty employer, not like a racist employer, or YouTube's racist and blah blah blah. Like, I don't think that's a
always seems to coincide with that situation, but that's just what it is. Now, if my YouTube channel gets shadow banned, or they, like, you know, they start like not sending my videos out to my subscribers, or you know,
dude, I remember when, and not just him, just YouTubers, like, my videos aren't getting out to my subscribers, blah blah blah, this sucks, blah blah blah. And like, YouTube sucks. Like, bro, YouTube doesn't want to do that. They're not doing that to you on purpose. Like, bro, YouTube, you as a creator, especially if you have over 1 million subs, for example, YouTube loves you. If you're black, white, whatever, because you are making them money. You are pushing, like, dude, let's say this guy makes, like I said, he's making $500,000 maximum per month, all right, with his views now, and he says his views are down, so potentially more. It's a 70-30 split. He's getting 30% of the ad revenue, all right? YouTube's getting the other 70%. Why would they want him to have less views? Like, am I missing something? Like, I'm confused. Like, wouldn't it be considered more racist, like, that they're taking 70% of the money he earned off of his video? Not the fact that he's making no money off of it, and neither are they. Because when they age restrict it, there's no money made on it. There's no ads, no anything, or not age restricted. Copyright claim or demonetize or whatever the fuck.
A couple months from now, y'all just stop seeing my videos.
Less views, less money.
We know why. We know why. I mean, those shadows behind the scenes, they control it all. They control all of it. If they don't want my channel, they could terminate it right now. They could hide my videos. They could shadow ban me, not send my videos out to anybody. That's why I thought long and hard before I recorded this, but as one of the biggest black creators on the platform, I want you to hear it from my mouth that there is some shady business going on behind the scenes at YouTube.
I mean, shady, sure. How shady? shady as every other corporate business, I'm sure. I like the video. It's a good video. I'm always down for fucking calling out corporations. And they definitely fucked him over. He got fucked over hard. He got fricked over pretty hard. What if I could see? I wonder if the video is still up.
Hey guys, how you doing?
I'll get it.
Listen. One more thing happened.
So I'm confused. So that's what kind of creator I thought he was. I don't say all his videos are like this. Why would he just not edit that part out after the fact? Because you can edit it even after you upload it. Supposed to then an hour later take it down, or like why not just remake it, or just make another fucking video? Like this is the I'm not even trying to lie. This is the most low effort video you can make. Being off stream, so you don't have to worry about a live reaction, and just playing a video game and like talking back and forth, making jokes with it. Like, no offense, this is the easiest video there is to make. It is the laziest, easiest content. I'm not saying it's not entertaining. It's super entertaining. I love watching videos like this. I make videos like this too sometimes. And I watch plenty of YouTubers who make videos just like this. But dude, come on. Who gives a fuck if this video gets...
Hold on. Notice? Stuff start popping off with
Easy
this
editing.
body.
He's not even live. There's no like live aspect.
Definitely forming here. Matter of fact, let me take a second. Oh, you're not hiding no more sigil stones? I'm on.
Like horror shorts and Meat Canyon. Yeah, like he does exactly what I do. He screams loud warning. No, exactly. So do I. Don't worry. I don't worry about it. I won't go too far into it. But like, yeah, I mean, this is exactly what I do. Just reactions, stuff, gameplay. On Twitch at least. But he just does he not Twitch stream? I'm surprised these aren't from like a VOD. Okay, good. Like, are they all like he doesn't record them from streams? I mean, a lot of those videos do a lot better because like it engages the YouTube viewer a lot better because you don't have to worry about the stream aspect. But when you stream and like you use your stuff from streams, like two birds, one stone kind of thing, you know. But yeah. No, he's a big ass YouTuber. I'm surprised I haven't really heard of him until now. I mean, I think I've heard of him. I think like before this drama, if I would have heard his name, I'm like, yeah, I think that's a YouTuber. You're welcome. Alrighty, my chatards. Meet you guys a good song.
Is this revenge?